Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex forecast for upcoming week. So we'll start from Aussie Yen. So what we see on the weekly chart is that price retested the previous support levels here, and we had this of course huge spike, and if we zoom out a little bit our chart, we will see that there was reaction on this previous support here. So after reaction right now it looks like price is retracing back to our profit zone, which might be the 36 EMA with trendline combination which we have here. And then of course around this zone price still might react, and maybe we will have some continuations to go down. We also have some resistance level on the weekly chart here, so we see that it's good level for price to again react and make this continuation. Of course, in case of the breakout, we will find the next resistance levels to see where price might to go, but right now it looks like we might have get something, but it's still possible that we will get this bigger retracement because of this big spike here. So when we go to the daily chart, what we will see that right now price is making for us short scenario. We also have some resistance around this zone here, and if price reject this, we will be ready to look for the sells to target the support level, maybe the previous spike, and if we are lucky, if price wants to continue, then we can even try to target this. If price decides to break this area here, then we can easily start to look for possible long scenarios, and then our target will be of course this resistance and this trend line from the weekly chart. So we are right now in my point of view, on the decision level, because we might have two options, to take the longs and to take the short scenario. So we go to the lower time frames, and what we see, price is going up, and right now around this zone it's difficult to see because of the spike, unfortunately, but we see that price is fighting with this. We had this spike, so there might be a signal that okay, this is enough, we will see some continuations. And at this point, because we have the resistance, we have the trend line, what we need to see, we have here in more details the spike, this range. We can easily, like we said, take the longs after breakout, take the short after breakout. So you wait for breakout of this area, and then we will focus on the long 1 2 3s here to take the longs, and short 1 2 3s to take the short entries. Of course, we know our targets. Here is the resistance, then we can target the trend line. Also here we have some resistance level. If we check the daily chart, we see that price was reacting, so we have the like the long-term target, and in case of the sells, everything is clear, so we just wait for breakout of this area and we can take the action. Next pair is CAD Yen, will be more or less the same, but we are also on the profit zone. But let's check first the weekly chart, and we have the support here. We have another support level, which is our trend line, sorry, resistance here, but we see it's far away, yes, and we have only like 2 touches, so it's not good enough trend line for us, but still we can draw something. If we look for the resistance, the horizontal resistance, we will find some level around this zone, and of course the next one will be a little bit higher, somewhere around this area here. So we have all levels for possible continuation. On the weekly, of course, support is here where a spike was, and exactly the same like on the Aussie Yen, we are on the profit zone, the 36 EMA, and price of course is making for us like a daily short 1 2 3 here. The difference is that on the previous pair we have more room to go in case of the long entries. In this case we see that between this zone and next resistance is like 100 pips, and what we might still have is like false breakout, and then maybe price will continue to go down. Especially we also have trend line here, as you see. Yes, so that's why we might have this bigger retracement, and from this point we will get the rejection and price will continue to go down. And let's check what we see on the lower time frames. And on the lower time frames right now, aggressive traders might have some opportunities to take the longs. Of course, my plan is still to focus on the sells, because the main pressure right now is still for the sells. But aggressively, if you look for possible long 1 to 3 here, you can look for lower time frame combinations like 5-minute, 15-minute. Try to take the longs and try to target this. Lower your risk because you already know that you are on the profit zone where price might react and will have this bigger continuation, maybe. But this scenario is also possible because this zone for me is better to see this reaction. So for the scalpers, intraday traders, wait for the retracement. If you see that price is here and the volatility is for longs, start to look for the longs. If you see that price is breaking this area, then you can easily look for the sells. Try to target this support level, which is here. So we see even right now, even more aggressive traders, if you see that price is not making this deeper retracement to the 4-hour chart trend line, but is reacting here and is going up, you can go to the 5-minute time frame, and on the 5-minute chart what you need to see is of course the trend line breakout, and if you get the 5-minute 1 to 3, then you can take the longs here. Of course here everything with the longs it's aggressive, so remember low risk and lower time frames. Yes, my scenario is to get retracement to this point and from this look for the sells. Of course, if price decide to break this resistance, we can also start to look for the longs to target this resistance and this possible trend line. Yes, so my scenario, my plan for this pair for myself is this. Yes, but we have some opportunities on the lower time frames for more aggressive traders. EuroCat, what we have is support level here. We have to unzoom a little bit. We see that this weekly chart is a little bit funny. We also have support level here where price is now. The next resistance on the weekly is somewhere around those spikes. In between we will also find this. Yes, so a lot of levels for this pair, but when we have the volatility, price is easily is breaking those levels. What else we see? That price broke our trend line here and is making like kind of the long 1 to 3, but of course we don't have like higher highs, higher lows. But it's possible that price might reject this and will go up again. And if we look for the trend line, of course here trend line was broken, but we can also draw this line. So we see that price is close, maybe another spike here, who knows, but right now it looks that it might point up. What else we have? We have the daily trend line with the support level combination. We see this. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches. So price is reacting right now. So we can start to, because we have the nice line on the daily chart, we can start to look for possible long scenarios to target this resistance and the next one. Of course, we see that it's like 200 pips, so it's worth to try. But of course, what we need to get first is a trend line breakout. We don't have nice line here. It's like something like this maybe, but we see it's difficult to draw. The best one is here close to the 36 EMA. So the best idea is of course to get some breakouts here or here, and then you can take longs, target this, take short entries. In case of the short entries, you can target this support level because maybe we'll get this bigger retracement or smaller retracement back to this weekly, possible weekly trend line like this. We can go to the daily chart. You will see, okay, if price decide to break this, this might be your target. Maybe price will bounce and will go up from this level. Of course, it will be good to look for the lower time frame scenarios like 1 hour chart, here longs, here short entries, and take the action if you see something. More aggressive traders can look for, you don't have to wait for the trendline breakout, but if you see it's our bounce combination, if you see for example that price is making like double bottom here or higher low, you can already try to attack with low risk, and it will be like bounce combination. It's good. We can do this here because our line is really good on the daily chart. Yes, we have enough touches to take this. Yes, so we wait just for breakouts. Euro CHF, what we have, this is the weekly chart. We have the support level here, and it looks like a double bottom, and the next resistance is here. So we see that price, after reacting, we might get retracement back to this resistance level. In between we have the 36, but basically I would still focus on this. On the daily chart, if we check, we will see that price is right now breaking our line. The thing is that we can look for possible longs, but we still have some resistance area around those previous highs. So aggressively, after trendline breakout, we had right now price is making this scenario, as we probably see here. So aggressively it's okay to take, but again, we have the resistance. It's not clear we have the trendline breakout, but it's not clear that price might to change direction and will go up. Maybe will bounce and will go again lower. So the best way is to wait for breakout of this area, and if you get another setup, then you can look for long entries and try to target the next resistance level. Of course, we can do it on the 4-hour chart, or you go to the lower time frames and you just on the 1-hour time frame. If you see that price is breaking this area, if it's making the 1-hour 1 to 3 with the higher high, higher low, then you can easily take longs. Yes, so this is the opportunity for the Euro CHF here. So we wait, and I wouldn't focus on the sells right now. I would just mainly focus on those longs. And I hope that volatility and the price action will be much better than we had in the past. Yeah. GBP Swiss franc. What we have here is resistance level. Price retested this area. We see this spike. We also had this like double bottom. Price didn't exactly touch those previous lows. It looks like a double bottom or like a lower high even, but for me it's like double bottom because it's like spike. It's not like price went lower and closed. We see that those candles, price on the weekly chart closed directly on this area. Anyway, in the past we had this range. Right now price is retesting this with the 36 CMA, and we might get reaction and price will go again down. And this is also because of the trend line which we have. We can draw the line like this, we see. So we have like resistance with then a really nice line. So what we might get is possible bounce scenario, and price will go down again. Of course it will take some time, because first we had the first reaction, so it was okay to try. But right now what we need to see is trendline breakout and then possible short scenarios. Long-term target is here, but in between we also have some support level here, so we need to target this area first. But the better way would be to see this, another retest of this with the double top, maybe the false breakout, and then look for possible short scenarios here, and then target this, and then possible. This would be the perfect option. So right now, if you like, you can look for possible long scenarios. If you see that price is reacting here, it's not breaking this zone, you can look for still for longs to target the resistance area. So we wait for the 4-hour chart 1 to 3, then we go to the lower time frames. You can go also for the Renko charts, and then you focus on the lower time frame entries to target this area here. Yeah, so this is good opportunity. Or like I said, just simply wait to see that price is weak here, and then look for the sells and you have your targets. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. It looks like it's making more or less our scenario, but what we have here is, here we have trend line. We had the resistance level here, and we have support level here on the weekly chart. And what we see, price after reaction, looks like we might have continuation of this down move. So we check the daily chart, and what we have on the daily, we had the trend line breakout, and it looks right now like a breakout, retest, and possible continuation with the weekly resistance and weekly trend line. But what other line we can draw? Also the line is here. So it also looks like a lower high on the daily chart. So we might get continuation back to this area, and maybe price will stuck in this range here, and then we will look for possible breakout of the range, or we will have continuation and price will go lower without stopping here. So if we look for the lower time frames right now, we had this opportunity on the 4-hour chart here. We see there was the trend line breakout, and we had this opportunity here on the 4-hour time frame. Entry here, stop loss above. We see that the target is good enough, so it was okay to try. Right now we wait patiently. If you miss this one, you have to wait for another setup here, and then you can look for lower time frame entries. Yes, like 4-hour chart, and then 5-minute, 15-minute, maybe 1 hour, because this is your target. So you want to achieve the win-win scenario here. We will also have trend line here, like our support zone. Yes, so we wait, then we take the action, or we go right now to the 1-hour time frame, and we need to see another setup here, and we look for possible sells. Yeah, with the trend line here, something like this. 1-hour chart, or 1 hour with the 5-minute, 15-minute combinations, and we know our target. So this is plan. We will see, and if you see that price is going up again, I wouldn't bother much with this pair. Yes, I would focus on the sells, only on the sells around this area. If we see that price is not breaking this but is bouncing, we can look for longs and target again the resistance with the trend line. Then we can just look for the possible bounces. And the last is gold. We discussed the gold last week. Nothing really changed. The thing is that we might have the short entries for intraday traders. So we have, of course, the resistance level and support level. We also right now have the resistance level where price is spiking. We have trend line. So we know, okay, price might bounce, retracement here, possible continuation to retest this, or from this point price will play around and then will break and will continue to go up. Or after bounce we'll see bigger move back to here. So those are our scenarios, but before this happen, we still have some time. And last week we discussed, okay, we have two scenarios. Look for short entries to target the 36 and the trend line, or breakout. And right now our scenario is right now making, because price is retracing, so we might still catch some move to the 36 to the trend line. In case of the breakout, we know the next target, so there is still room to go. Yes, so we go to the lower time frames. We had, of course, this wedge here like this, and price right now it's breaking this. On the 4-hour chart, of course, we have to wait for some setup, then we can look for the sells, target this area. Of course, 4-hour chart if there is enough room. If not, wait for the 4-hour and then look for possible scenarios on lower time frames. Or right now on the 1-hour chart, what we need to see is setup here, and then we can take the sells here, yeah, like this, maybe with the trend line. So it looks like we have some volatility for the sells, and we can take the action if we like. If not, you can simply wait for retracement back to the 36 EMA, And if we see that price it's not breaking this line but is reacting, you can go to the lower time frames again and focus on the longs, but your first target will be here on the highs. And then in case of the breakout, this is the next target. Okay guys, so thanks a lot for watching this video. If you like, you can share it, and of course if you have any questions, just write us email, and wish you great trading week and talk to you soon. Bye.